Hey guys, information about version 3.4 dropped and I'm gonna present the news to you right now. Starting off with the new Summer Barrel characters.
To follow the way is to
we got
master
Paper
the art of
Heron,
flow.
that is gonna be a
If you're
limited
tired,
character
nap.
from
If
the
you're
Plant
hungry,
Afflators.
eat.
And
Speaking of
she's
which,
gonna be
what's
played
for breakfast?
in the impromptu
Here,
lineup
a paper cutting I
together
made just now.
with Aleph,
No, not a talisman.
Anan
Not a
Lee,
magic trick either.
and a
It's the real
Euphoria
thing.
update that we get
I'll show
in
you
this
the
version as
lady
well.
there.
More onto that in a little bit.
What a bloom.
This is how our
朋友的
spells
威
gonna look like.
莫与虚无 Heaven and earth are one within me.
That is her beautiful ultimate
Be as a
animation.
humble boat drifting on the world's boundless waters. So
That is gonna
shall
be
one
establishing
find freedom
a
in
very
every land.
beautiful array and hitting
While on
enemies
duty,
with this water
fall was
tinker.
invisible
So
to me.
then we
Blur
have
my vision,
Cheng
obscuring the
Higuang.
trails I follow.
He is gonna be
But
from
now,
the
I walk
Star
into willingly,
Afflators,
for
and
even
he's
the wrong
gonna be
path can
played
offer worthy
in a
results.
follow-up setup.
My apologies
Together
for troubling
with,
you
of
with a lengthy
course,
stay.
Flutterpage
You have
and
my sincerest
Fatutu.
thanks.
How else could it be? Plus a character that receives a Euphoria update in this version
You are
as
in my
well.
jurisdiction.
Also, more onto that later, or in just a bit, I should say. This is how
Hello, ma'am.
his attack's
My
gonna
name
look
is
like.
Reed.
Then we
I
have
headed
a
up to
4-star
Lots of few
character
punctual ones among
from
my
the Plant
interviewees.
Afflators called Reed, and she's
Like
gonna
a
have
calligraphy stroke.
some anti-synergy with burn, since she is like made out of paper or something, and when she burns then more HP is deducted from her. Maybe that is gonna be to fill the blood tide faster. I don't know what they're going for here, but who cares? No one is gonna seriously play that 4-star character anyways. Okay, those were the new characters. We of course gonna talk about everything, about every single Euphoria update and the new characters, much more in detail in my next video. This one right here is just to present you the news real quick. We have the full kits for the new characters, so that is gonna be very exciting there. But now on to the Euphoria updates, and guys, it finally happened. I was constantly asking and spamming for it. They liberated Tooth Fairy. It happened. Tooth Fairy gets her Euphoria update in version 3.4. Oh my goodness, it is finally happening. I can give you a little bit of information. She is impromptu, and she will be played with the new character Paper Heron, with Anan Lee and Aleph. She's gonna be the healer for this impromptu lineup. Too fucking great, honestly, amazing. Okay, then we can move on to a new limited character, or for a limited character, not for a new limited character, but for a limited character that also received a Euphoria update, and it is Liang Yue. Woo! She is staying as a follow-up character as predicted, and she's gonna be played together with the new character Cheng Higuang, together with Flutterpage and Fatutu right there. More information about all of their kits and what they exactly do in their respective teams in my next video. Then we have a Euphoria update for 6. He was also in very desperate need to receive a Euphoria update. To be honest, his Euphoria update, we don't have the full-blown information about these Euphoria updates yet, but his looks a little bit underwhelming. He is gonna synergize around negative statuses. He is gonna have synergy with our next Euphoria update and with a character that is also part of this Chinese version here, 3.4, that received a garment finally. I think that is gonna be her first garment ever. I'm talking about Noah. And with 6 synergizing around all of these debuffs and dealing more damage based on how many debuffs are applied to the enemy and himself, of course, he also applies debuffs. He is gonna have a very good synergy with the character Noah. And the next Euphoria update we have is Willow. She will stay, oops, my bad here, excuse me. She will of course stay as a poison character. Poison, you guessed it, is a debuff. What does 6 synergize well around? Around debuffs. So there we go. Willow is of course then gonna be back. She is probably gonna she has to still be played with Tuesday, and then we're gonna add either 6 or Noir to this team, and Sotheby is maybe the sustain. Something is still missing here, and we're gonna have to wait and see where 6 and Willow will be played, in which teams. Their teams are not fully developed yet, so we will have to talk about them more in the future whenever it is time. Alright, now let's talk about some other stuff that happened in this version, or in this showcase for 3.4 as well. We got a whole bunch of garments for many characters. Let me read them off right now real quick. We got garments for Noir, that's gonna be free. We have one for Robushka, Horopedia, Tooth Fairy, Liangyue, and Willow. So let's go and check them out here real quick. Here you see them all in one picture. This is going to be the garment for Noir. Here we see Horopedia. Noir is going to be free, by the way, and I think we can get the one for Horopedia via like some kind of event. Then this one is for Robushka. Cute, but I think this is a little bit unnecessary if I'm gonna be honest. But the one for Noir is pretty cool. Although, like, who plays Noir? Who has Noir? You know, but I mean, whatever. Then this is the one for Tooth Fairy. Very beautiful. Guess who's buying this immediately when it drops? It's me!
What would you trade for?
Like, I mean, wow. Yeah, listen to the music, look at these visuals. Jesus Christ. Then here, Liangyue, of course, new Euphoria, gonna be very viable character. Played together with the new limited, absolutely freaking gorgeous, dude. I'm gonna buy this as well. No question, just open your eyes and look at it. And your wallet decreases immediately. That was it, I think. Oh, I forgot about Willow. Sorry. Enjoy Willow.
You won't be finding any bedtime stories here. I intend on a peaceful night.
Wow, also gorgeous. The Battle Pass garment is gonna be 6.
I are connected, yet independent, like two mirrored melodies.
I have already a garment for 6, so I can skip on that one. Although, look at it, a pretty dope, dude. I enjoy it a lot. Yeah, then Buggerola, Lucy, Giu, another Willow skin, Aleph, Flutterpage, and even the Ulrich one, who is pretty dope. I got this one. Yeah, they all gonna rerun, so you can purchase them again. Like, this version is really going all in and all out on garments. Yeah, of course, we got like events. The character stories are always bound to events. Here, see a little bit of Noir again. Freaking gorgeous. Then we have this one right here. This one is a portrait selector. We're gonna have a section in the shop where we can buy this. I don't know. We don't know how we buy this, right? Will this be some kind of in-game currency? Will this cost real money? Cost us bunnies? We don't know. But this is a portrait selector that we get one for free. So we can choose a free portrait for a character that has a Euphoria update. What is very important to tell you here is that, for example, Tooth Fairy getting her Euphoria, that means her portraits will be completely reworked, so that these portraits now cater towards her impromptu synergy. You probably want to use this portrait selector on one of the Euphoria updates, the new ones that you actually decide to play. Additionally, this is only for A-Night, but A-Night gets a specific rework for his portraits as well to like make him up to date, improve him, give him a buff when it comes to his portraits. And this is what I was asking for a very, very long time. Portraits in this game, they get outdated really, really fast, and they are pretty much completely useless in most of the cases. Not for every single character, but often portraits, they don't have enough value in this game. Which of course, this is a good thing, because it makes this game more free-to-play friendly, yes, but I mean, come on, you know? Like, especially if characters, they get a Euphoria update like 6, you're never gonna have a portrait. Like, they are completely 100% irrelevant. And with them now starting to rework portraits for Euphoria updates, and like even Euphoria updates that are outside of the version, like for A-Night. Version 3.4 will have a rework for the portraits for A-Night. And with this item right here that we get one for free, but it will be obtainable in the shop. I hope it is not for real money, but for in-game currency instead. That would be absolutely splendid and a very, very good way to improve this game further moving forward. Then, yeah, we have a banner here. We get 10 free pulls every single day for 10 days. That would equal to 100 free pulls on this banner, and here you can choose your rate up character, right? I think you have to choose between 3 different ones though, and then you get 100 free pulls and you will probably obtain one of those characters at the very least. Yeah, we get a few free pulls here, of course, like for the new banners, right? Freebies, 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 like it always is, especially for anniversaries. Here you saw the new background. You know, your suitcase on the main menu where your character stands. This one right here on the right hand side of your screen will be purchasable, and you get a coupon to make this 50% cheaper. And again, guess who's buying this? It's gonna be me immediately. This, like, wow, that looks absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to get my hands onto this. In this version, I'm going to go completely broke. I'm gonna buy like at least one garment. The one for Tooth Fairy is 100% guaranteed in my bag. The one for Lian is going in my bag, and I'm gonna purchase this background. So, yeah, it's gonna be that. Then a new summoning animation. We will get a new summoning animation. I don't know if this is only the summoning animation for version 3.4 or if this will stay long term forever. Yeah, we get a bunch of new gameplay. Here, this is an update for Pre-Storm Protocol, if I'm not mistaken, and this is where you will obtain the Horrorpedia garment. Here, this is a new series of minigames. It's not just one minigame. Here it is, you can see this is the lobby where you can meet with your friends. Actually, it's co-op gameplay. Also something I was like asking for, kind of. I want PvP, for example, for the event Critter Crash. But here they give us a series of different minigames that we can play together with our friends, like this one here, see? Like 4 friends, or like however many friends you want. We will stay together on a platform, and there will be projectiles shooting at us, and we're gonna find out who will be the last one standing. That is gonna be a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait to beat your guys' asses in this mode. It's gonna be hilarious. Yeah, this is one. Yeah, there's dropping stuff from the sky, and we have to catch it, right? And whoever catches the most at the end of the round wins. Man, I'm gonna have a blast with this. Himi, you wait, dude. Here as well, it's like catch these things. See, there are 2, or let's go with the middle one. There are 3 cactus things in the middle, right? And now you can decide where you go. Do you move to the middle and be greedy to get or grab these 3 cactus things? If you decide to do that, you take the risk, of course, right? Because there are 3. Everyone wants these 3. So you take the risk of lots of players or everyone going in the middle. And then, let's say three people go in the middle and you are the 4th. Then these 3 cactuses, they will be spread randomly, like among all 4 players that visited mid. So you take the risk that you get none, right? But you can like bank on the fact that everyone thinks everyone is going mid, and then you don't go mid, but you grab the 2 to your left hand side. Because it makes it more likely to obtain yourself a cactus. So you have to evaluate the risk, and mind games will be coming in there. It's gonna be so fun. See, he got all 3 of these cactus because no one else did go mid. So him taking this risk paid off, and he's now leading in points. What is this? I don't know what this is. This also looks like Pre-Storm Protocol, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it says Pre-Storm Protocol. Then the event before was something else, right? It doesn't really matter here. Then we get an update for the Syndrome of Silence. That is going to be the rework for a Series of Dusk. We get this gameplay mode for the first time in version 3.2 and then in version 3.4. This is going to be updated. I'm very, very excited to play this Mains Bulletin. No one cares. There's an update. We have a gameplay mode like Mains Bulletin where we can give the boss perks and set the difficulty to a degree that we actually like and enjoy the most. Anecdote for Getjan is coming. For Euphoria updates that we talked about. Fucking War Room, I hate this thing with a passion. We get more events. No one cares about the shop thing. Pneuma analysis. We're gonna have a rerun for the previous half anniversary last year. That is gonna be the preview for version 3.5. You do with that whatever you will. We get a very beautiful design for the wilderness that is Chinese themed, of course. That is also going to be quite exciting. I love this kind of style, right? So I'm gonna definitely go ahead and design my wilderness finally. Maybe not, maybe we will see about that, but I plan to do it this time for real. Okay, anyways, there is a little bit of more information I want to present to you, so let's go ahead. There is, for example, a fix your account kind of banner in this version. You can see you will also get 100 free pulls for this banner as well. The 2 new characters are gonna be part of this banner, and other characters, like for example a few Dynamo characters like Corvus will be in here. There will be impromptu characters in here. There will be Afterglow characters part of this banner. So in case you would miss a character for a very, very good team at the time, you can get this character pretty much guaranteed for free with these 100 pulls. So yeah, be prepared for that. We're gonna talk about this, of course, a whole lot more when it's actually time. I cannot find the correct picture right now, but there's also gonna be another banner with 3 different limiteds in there. There's gonna be Jiu Nyangje, Lucy, and Anionala in this banner. And you can choose one of those 3 and pull for it if you like. We of course gonna have a little bit of merch. The one that you can see this on your screen right now. But now comes something that at least I myself find to be like ridiculous, first of all, but it is in fact so ridiculous that it turns around and is actually comedy gold, at least in my opinion, guys. And you probably guessed already what I'm talking about. It is their new collab. If you don't know, like, guess what they are collabing with. You already know, if you watch my channel, that it's not gonna be something from Japan, for obvious reasons, right? They're in a political, very serious conflict, so they cannot collab with anything from Japan. Now, think about it a little bit. What outside of Japan would come to your mind that would be a good collaboration? If you ask me personally, Lord of the Rings would come to my mind. Star Wars would come to my mind. South Park would come to my mind. If it's like fitting for Reverse1999 or not, right, doesn't matter. That is what is coming to my mind. The very worst thing I could possibly think of would be a collab with the Ninja Turtles. So that is just my mind. You know what I mean? If you would ask me, hey, Strawhead, make the worst possible collab happen for Reverse1999. The worst thing I could think of is South Park because it doesn't fit, and Ninja Turtles because it would be fucking boring. I could probably come up with a little bit worse things if I would really wrap my head around it. But I could never, in any stretch of the imagination, come up with what Reverse pulls here. And I want you to leave a comment about this in my comment section down below, please. And be 100% honest. No cope, no bullshit, 100% honest, okay? Reverse1999 is collabing with Atomic Heart. Now, please go ahead and tell me in the comment section down below, do you even know what Atomic Heart is? Did you ever in your life hear this about this franchise, Atomic Heart? Do you even know what Atomic Heart is? Because I have never heard about this in my life. I did not know what this is. What kind of brand is this? Is this a video game? Is this a movie? Is this like an anime? I had no idea. So I looked it up, of course. I did a little bit of research. I had to do a little bit of research about what in the fuck Atomic Heart even is. You know what I mean? And yeah, I found out. This is a video game that came out in 2023. It is, as you can see on your screen, developed by a Russian game developer called Montfish. This was their first ever game that they ever developed, and it flopped. It was not a huge success. So, what is this video game about? I don't know too much, but it is heavily about animatronics, about robots. That's a huge thing in this game. That's probably why they are rerunning Lucy one more time. You know what I mean? But that is just a guess. Okay. Again, did you know what this is? Did you ever hear about this in your entire life? And please, like, if there is one person in the entire world that maybe you are this person, or you know this person, you saw someone in the community that is like, whoa, Atomic Heart, I was waiting for this. This is what I'm asking for. I'm so hyped. Atomic Heart, yeah. Do you know anyone who in the world who would be like this, hearing about this collaboration? If that's the case, please tell me about it. I'm so curious to find out. Okay, now when is this collaboration happening? We don't know. All we know is it is happening in 2026. Now, The version 3.4 is 44 days long. That is longer than a version usually would be. A version is usually like 1 month long, like 30 days, 32 days, something like that, right? 44 days is a little bit longer than a version usually would be. So it is fair to assume that this Atomic Heart collaboration excuse me, happens right after version 3.4. But we don't know. Don't quote me on that. All we know is it is happening in 2026. And that is all I wanted to tell you about today, guys. I hope this was fun and informative. Don't worry, we're gonna talk about all of these things in much more detail in my upcoming videos. But for now, take care of yourselves, have a great day, and we love this game.